Apparently, the iPhone 13 Pro Max can charge faster than any other iPhone in the market as of right now, any previous iPhone. So, of course, in this video, I wanted to test that theory to see how much faster can the iPhone 13 Pro Max charge, which charger will fast charge the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and how fast can it charge. And, of course, if you want to stay up to date with the latest iOS and Apple news, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss another episode. Now, when I heard that the iPhone 13 Pro Max can charge a bit faster than any other iPhone, of course, I went out and got a voltmeter here, digital one, and I also have 3 different Apple chargers. This one is a 20-watt charger, this one is 29, and this one is 87 for my MacBook. So we're going to go ahead and test the iPhone 12 Pro Max first to see how much charge or voltage is pushed out to this device with these voltmeter here testing. So we're going to go ahead and grab the cable here. We're going to plug this in to the voltmeter here. So we're going to grab the other end, obviously. Here we go. So we're going to plug this in to the 20 watt. So the first one we're going to test is the 20 watt. Right there it is. These are all Apple bricks. So let's go ahead and plug this into the brick itself. And we're going to plug in the USB-C to the other end. And this will plug into the power source, and obviously since there's nothing plugged in, it's going to read nothing. Now the number we're looking at is this number here, 0001. You see that number right there? That number should theoretically reach about 22, okay, on an iPhone 12. So the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro Max and the 12 Pro models cap out about 22. So this year the iPhone 13 apparently, or only the 13 Pro Max, which we'll test here in just a few seconds, can cap out at around 26 to 27 charging speeds, which theoretically means you can charge an iPhone 13 Pro Max from 0 to 100 in about 80 to 85 minutes, give or take. And if that's the case, then that means that is a 5 watt voltage increase for the iPhone 13 Pro Max this year, and the iPhone 13 Pro if it works on the iPhone 13 Pro as well. But I'm hearing only 13 Pro Max. So here it is. Nothing is going through, obviously. As I plug in the iPhone 12 Pro Max here, we're going to see that this will gradually go up. And now I've heard that if your charge is below 50, there's a high possibility that the voltage sent out, or the charging speed, may go all the way up to 22 on an iPhone 12 Pro Max. But now, as you can see right there, it is at about 18 to 19. Right there it is. That's the number we're looking for. And this is a 20 watt brick, as I mentioned. So let's go ahead and see. Just give it a few seconds. It's sustained at about 18. So we're going to go ahead and plug this one here, and we're going to test the 29. So this one is a 29. So let's go ahead and take a look at that number right there. So 29, there it is. So 29, and we're going to go ahead and plug in to the back right here, and of course plug into the power source and see what that number looks like with a 29 Apple charging brick. And now the 20, as you saw, it was sustained at about 18. So here we go, we're about 15 right now here with the 29 power delivery brick. And here we go. It doesn't look like it's going to go any higher than 18, maybe 19. Although this is a bigger brick, it doesn't look like there's any difference in terms of charging speeds here. And just for sakes, we're going to go to the bigger boy. This is my MacBook charger here. This one's going to be 87, I believe this one is. So there it is, 87. That's the number, magical number right there for the MacBook. So it's the same. We're going to go ahead and plug this to the back and plug this to the power source. And let's see what the iPhone 12 Pro Max can take in terms of charge. So here we go. We go quickly to 11, back down, and now we're going to gradually start going up. So 14, we're going to go up to 16 here, back down to 15, 17, and this is normal. You'll see this number fluctuate here. 18 sustained right now, and it looks like the iPhone 12 Pro Max will do about 18 to 19 sustain. The battery is a little over 50%. This one's at 52% right now. So it looks like it went up to about 19 right there. So 18 to 19 sustain is what we're looking at here for iPhone 12 Pro Max. So now we have some reference here. We're going to go to the iPhone 13 Pro. This is going to be the iPhone 13 Pro, not the Pro Max. Now keep in mind, some users have reported that the Pro Max is the one that can charge faster, not the 13 Pro. But we're going to test the 13 Pro as well. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go with the 20 first. We're going to plug it to the power source. Obviously, it's going to say 0 because there's no power going through. We're going to go ahead and plug in the iPhone 13 Pro, and let's see what that number looks like. So here we go. So the iPhone 13 Pro charging with a 20-watt brick here from Apple. We're looking at about 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, and that's about 19. So not a major difference from iPhone 12 to iPhone 13 Pro. As you can see right there, sustained at about 19 with a 20-watt charger here. So that's pretty much it, 19. So we're going to switch over to the 29. Let's see if the 29 makes a difference on the iPhone 13 Pro. And let's plug it in. Let's see what the number says. Of course, the number will first fluctuate. It'll take a few seconds here. And now we're starting. So we're looking at 17, 19, and oh, it looks like it might go a little higher. Nope. Dropped right back to 18. Now the charge on this device is less than 50%. It is at 20% right now. So it looks like with the 29 watt, it looks like we're charging at about 18 to 19. That's the rate. It's not going up. So there we go. Now we're going to switch over to the big boy just for sakes, and we're going to go with the 87 here. And again, this one's for my MacBook. And of course, as always, the number is going to fluctuate at first, and then we're going to start going up gradually. 19. We're going to go up to 20. Wow, it actually went up to 20 there briefly, but then dropped right back to the same number. 18 to 19 is sustained. So yeah, this is it. The iPhone 13 Pro can just sustain about 19 to 18, maybe 20 at some point, as you saw there, but nothing different. Major difference there from charging speeds from iPhone 13 to iPhone 13 Pro to iPhone 12 Pro Max from last year. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the big boy, the iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is the device that many are saying can charge faster than any other iPhone. So let's go ahead and plug this one in here to the power source. We're going to go off with the 20 watt brick at first, obviously, so it's not going to go above 20. We're looking for a 26 to 27 with the bigger charges here. So here we go. The numbers will begin to fluctuate, and then we'll gradually start going up. Here we go. We're looking at this number right here. So 2, 3, 4 or 5. Obviously, we're going to continue to go up as the time progresses. The number slightly goes up, and I'm hoping that this is the case. iPhones charge relatively slow, and the Pro Max, if it does reach about 26 to 27 watt, obviously this means that you can charge it theoretically from 0 to 100 in about 80 to 85, 90 minutes, which is nothing to be too happy about. I've seen other Android devices just go way beyond that, but it looks like with the 20 watt, we're sustained at 19, and it looks like it's a little better performance than that of any other iPhones that we tested here. It is sustained at 19 with the 20 watt. So that's good news. That's a good sign. Now this device charge is at about 55% or 54%. So now we're going to go with the 29. This is the bigger one. This should push us up to 26 or 27 if the rumors are right. So we're going to go ahead and plug in. Obviously, it's going to fluctuate at first, as always, and then it's going to gradually start going up. So let's go ahead and see what these numbers look like. So here we go. iPhone 13 Pro Max. If you charge it with a 29 watt Apple charger, will it charge faster than an iPhone 12 Pro Max or an iPhone 12 Pro? Here we go. We're at 14 right now. The batteries I mentioned is a little above 50%. Here we go. We're at a 15, 16 sustain. We're going to give it about 30 seconds to see if it surpasses the 20 mark here in just a few seconds. Now, I've heard you need a 30 watt brick in order to achieve this, but I want to see if we can achieve it with a 29. So here we go. Oh, actually, we're up at 21 right now. So that's the first time we see a 21 here with the iPhone 13 Pro Max here with this 29 watt charger from Apple. So 21 sustained right now. Now, I've read that the iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max models can reach these numbers here, 21 to 22. We didn't see that in this test. Rather, we've seen it now with the iPhone 13 Pro Max. And we're going to keep it there for just a couple more seconds here. Again, this is going to be the 29 watt Apple brick. And here we go. We're at 22 here, sustained 21 to 22. So hopefully it'll go up in just a few seconds here. If not, then we're going to switch over to the bigger charger, which is the 87, which is way higher than 30, obviously. And we'll see if we can reach higher speeds here. So 21, sometimes peaking over to 22. Definitely an increase in charging speeds from other iPhones that we tested here, obviously, but nothing too drastic. So now let's head on over to the big boy. This is the 87 MacBook charger, 87 watt. Obviously, this one's coming from Apple as well. Let's see what the numbers look like for this particular charger. Should you charge your iPhone with a bigger brick above 30 for better and faster charging on an iPhone 13 Pro Max? We are about to find out here in just a few seconds. So as always, the numbers will gradually start going up, and let's see what we end up with here on this iPhone 13 Pro Max. So right now, we're going steadily up to about 8 or 9 here, and it continues to go up, as you can see right there. So 10, and let's just give it a few seconds here to see how high we can go with this charging speeds. Okay, so we're about 21 right there, the number at 21, quickly going up here, going up to 22. So that is going to be the highest we've seen so far. So 21 to 22. It doesn't look like it's pushing all the way up to 26 or 27. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with the iPhone's battery actually going up above 50%. But we're just going to give it a few more seconds to see if it does go up to 26 or 27 watts of power delivery with this bigger charger. So here we're steady at 22, which is a slight increase compared to the other iPhones that we've tested, but definitely not seeing that 26 to 27 watt power delivery here for this device. So right now the battery is sitting at about 87% on this iPhone. We've just seen there a quick glance at about, there we go. Oh, we went up to 25 briefly, but then it dropped there rather quickly after we looked at the battery percentage. So right now it's sitting at about 22, and it isn't moving from there. 22, 23, 24. We see slight spikes within the charge, but it does not sustain at 26 or 27. Maybe if the iPhone is sitting at around 5%, 10%, we'll see the 26 to 27 power delivery watt charge for this iPhone 13 Pro Max, but it doesn't look like that's the case, at least not right now. It's sustained about 22, which again is showing a slightly higher than that of any other iPhone that we tested in this video, but still not sustained at those numbers. So we see 24, 23, 22, as you can see right there, but then it drops. Interestingly enough, when I open an application, it sort of goes up. You see that? So if I open an app, it goes up, and then I close the app, it goes up and then back down, which is kind of interesting. Open the music app, goes up to 25 quickly and then drops right back, so you can see right there. So interesting to see that the power sort of goes up. If there's anyone that can explain this particular situation here where I open the app, goes up a little bit, and then I close the app and drops down a little bit, let me know in the comments down below. But again, I'll have additional information in the description down below. I'm going to go ahead and try charging this iPhone. Once it hits 0%, I'm going to drain the entire iPhone, and I'm going to test this again to see if I get sustained 26 to 27. And but right now it looks like 22 might be the sustain no matter what brick you're using. If it's above 20, then it's going to give you at least 22 and above, as you can see from this test. Again, and more information will be in the description. Once I drain this iPhone to 0, which is going to be hard, this iPhone has amazing battery life, I'm going to go ahead and do this test again. And if I find that we do have a sustained 26 to 27 watt power delivery speeds on this device when it's below 50%, then I'll share that information with you guys in the description. But as of right now, as long as you have a brick that's above 20, you should be able theoretically to charge slightly faster than the other iPhones that we tested, but not by much. So I think a 20 brick is just not that big of a difference for a cheaper price, depending on which one you get. Right now, the theory, the consensus say that the iPhone 13 Pro Max can charge sustain at 22. The iPhone 13 Pro as well, approximately 20 to 21, 22. And the iPhone 12 Pro, this one just exhibit the same behavior as previous generation iPhones, as well at below 18. So yeah, it charges slightly faster, just not that much faster that I've hoped. Again, more information in the description. Thank you for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.